We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And a gain there of 11 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And Hill with it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Fields buying time to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Reset. Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it would be.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the Browns getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 57 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Rodgers on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down, Fields. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Yeah, Liz. 4 down. Jumbo!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December,
of giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Fields steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Fields. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, trying to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
That's caught inside the 20. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still...
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And shutting him off, now open field. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off play action. Fields forced out to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Rodgers now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
Really?
I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
We are going. Zoom.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Throwing is Rodgers. Escape. Touchdown, Packers. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Wonder they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Josh Jones in on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Over.
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes...
He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. Jumbo! We are going.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the Browns are going to win the football game. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.